Good morning, all of you. Welcome to BCA Semester 5 with subject Programming with ASP.NET. Before we starting ASP.NET, you should aware of some common concept for web development. In this subject, we can create a website and web application. So what is website and what is web application? We study about later. Before we started this subject, we study in semester 4 programming with C#. We use the .NET framework for write a C# code. In the C# we can create a console based program, we can create a Windows based program. So this console based program and Windows based program. So what is a console application? What is a Windows application? We study about further later. So this console application, Windows application, website, web application, all these are development in Visual Studio. Visual Studio 2010, Visual Studio 2012, 15, 17, now later version 2019. So what is a .NET framework? We also see this concept in semester 4. .NET framework, this is a one type of platform which is used for building, deploying and running different types of the application. So what is console application? So console application is a lightweight program which runs in a command window or DOS prompt. Second, console application is a text-based program. You cannot see any GUI-based output. You can see only in a DOS-based program. You write some program in C# and you check this, what is the output of this program in DOS prompt. Windows application. So in this Windows application, there can be created many forms. You can redirect one, you can transfer the values of one form to another form. You can create a multiple Windows control and some important, you can create also Windows application. So now the important topic is difference between web application and Windows application. So what is Windows application and what is a web application? This is the most important difference. First one, desktop application and web-based application. So desktop application, desktop that means Windows application. This is a install on a local machine. Desktop application install on local machine. So you can use desktop application on a particular machine. Wherever the web-based application deploy on a remote server. Second, store data on a local computer where application installed. Suppose we create a one desktop application and we install this desktop application in my PC. So all the data of this application store in my PC, not any other PC. Wherever the web-based application, database does not store on a local computer, it store on a remote server. Third difference is, to access the desktop application, you can go to desktop when applications are installed. Suppose we have a one desktop application and suppose we have a desktop application in my office and I am at now I am at home, so we does not use this desktop application. But whenever we have created one web-based application, we can easily access anywhere where the internet service is provided. Access at anywhere where we have a internet services. This is the most important concept. Desktop, that means in a particular machine. Web-based, that means you can publish all the data on your server. Another most important difference between web application and website. So what is website and what is web application? This is a most IMP difference. So we should have a knowledge of what is a console application, Windows application, web application and website. Console application, that means it is a text based application. We can check the output of this console program. Windows application, that means a desktop application. You can create a number of web forms and you can create one desktop application. So you can just use this application in a particular local machine, not on a server. Web application. So web application, this is deployed on a remote server. So you can use this, you can access this web application at anywhere. So now question arises, what is the difference between website and web application? So first difference between web application and website are web application created for. This is created for this web application is designed for interaction with end user. And website, this is mostly consists of static content. So web application created for user interaction. User can be manipulated. Suppose we all use Facebook, we all use the Gmail. So particular user can have access. Particular user can delete some mails. Particular user can change these things. So all the user can change it separately. Wherever the website consists of static context. Static context, that means this GUI information are static. You use this GUI in all forms or all web pages. Second difference is that user interaction. In this web application, user not read only page content. It also manipulates the content. User not read only page content. So in a web application, user can manipulate the content. Again, we use the example Gmail, Amazon, Facebook. These all are web application example because we manipulate this context separately. It provides website. It provides the text context which user can view and read. User interaction. User can view data or view information for particular website. Task and complexity. So what web application task? It is more complex than website. Because of website contains only information, wherever the web application contains a managed data. So, what is the type of web application? Is a type of which type of software, and website is a which type of software. Web application, it is a part of website. It is itself not a complete website. Web application is a part of website because of we manage some administrator portion. We manage some administrator portion in a website. Suppose you can create some website like school management, or suppose you can create a website like a restaurant or any company. You can create a website for any company. So multiple users are coming in this. Multiple users can register this company. So you manage what are the number of the employees or what are the number of the users can register here. How to manage the notification? How to send this notification to all the users? This is the main things of web application. And the website is a complete product. In this website, web application is a part of website. Deployment. Whenever we deploy, any changes in this project should recompile all the projects. In the website, you can change in any one page HTML code, and you can You can also some small changes and deploy this. Authentication. Here we need authentication in web application, but it is not required in a website because of some websites are created only for user information. Like example, you see in a railway platform or a platform, air platform. Suppose you go in a foreign country. Whenever we reach at in a platform, so you see a number of hotels and number of places like mostly visited. A number of most visited places in this country. So this is the important message, important notice or important messages which can see the user. This is the only information. So user can inform that. So authentication, this is the most important concept. What is the authentication? In the web application, authentications are needed. Wherever authentication not required for information website. Why are you authentication are needed in web application? So we example that suppose Gmail, we can have Gmail web application, Facebook, Yahoo, Amazon. So we all create one application, one username and password, private. We can have one Gmail account, one Yahoo account or Amazon account. So we all the changes in privately in a particular web application. So this is the required need authentication. That means the permission. This is the permission required in a web application wherever this authentication does not require for informational site. So example of this web application are Gmail, Yahoo, Amazon. These all are web application, not a website. And website display static information. This is the most important. This is the most important concept. What is the difference between web application and website? Windows application and web application. So web application are managed. Web application are managed particularly user separately, but websites are informational site. It is display the information statically. Now we start the ASP.NET. So what is ASP? ASP stands for Active Server Pages. Before we start ASP, one important concept that we have one problem. Whenever we access the some web page, how can we produce a output to see? How can, suppose we have access the www.facebook.com. So we request are sent to Facebook server, Facebook web server. So how can Facebook web server respond to user? So there are many steps. First step are request goes using HTTP request from the web browser. Request goes through HTTP request from web browser. So any web browser you can use. So request goes through a web server. In the web server, there are many websites. So now we request a page for any website. So websites are stored on a web server. So there are many websites are stored in a particular one server. So our request goes through a web server. Again, our request searches for the particular website. Particular website contains a particular website stored on a particular folder. So now our request search for a particular folder, and again in the particular folder our request search what we can search, what we can send. So what we can search for this page. તમે જે પેજ સર્ચ કરેલું છે એ કયું પેજ સર્ચ કર્યું છે? So in the website store on a particular folder, in a particular folder you can access the particular web page. Then you can select a particular web page. Web server produce this web page output and send same IP address and same IP you can see this web page's output. This is the most important portion. Whenever we send a request, so how can we produce a output? So our requests are sent in a web server. Web server contains many websites. Our request search for a particular website. Particular website are stored on a particular folder. So our web request search particular folder. Now in a particular folder our request search for a particular page which is requested. Then this web server produce on this particular process on this particular web page and produce a output which will be a scene. So now we started what is ASP. So ASP, full form of the ASP, active server page. Full form of ASP, active server page. The ASP.NET is a server-side technology. The ASP.NET is a server-side technology. We all know that what is the client-side technology and a server-side technology. ASP.NET is a major part of this Microsoft.NET framework. This is a part of the Microsoft.NET framework. ASP.NET program and that runs, ASP.NET programs run on IIS server. IIS is a product. IIS is a free component which is inbuilt with a Windows server. Inbuilt with a Windows 2000 or XP also. IIS, ASP.NET program runs inside the IIS. It is the most important full form. What is the full form of IIS? Internet Information Services. It is the Microsoft Internet Server. IIS is the Microsoft Internet Server. Our ASP.NET program run inside IIS. IIS, this is stored in Windows 10 or IIS server. You can see here IIS server. Turn Windows features on or off. In this Windows feature on or off, inbuilt IIS server can be here. Wait, here Internet Information Service. Here Internet Information Service IIS, which is inbuilt in Windows. You can install this IIS default component install on the IIS. Now IIS comes as a free component with Windows server. So IIS, it is the most important full form. IIS, it is the most important full form. Internet Information Service. This is a Microsoft Internet Server. This is a Microsoft Internet Server. Now, in ASP.NET code, we use the same software, Microsoft Visual Studio 2010, Microsoft Visual Studio 2012, 15, 17 or 19. કોઈ પણ તમે use કરી શકો છો. So this is Microsoft Visual Studio or .NET framework. Previously, in semester 4, we study about what is that .NET framework. So there are the main two major components of the .NET framework. First one is the CLR and second one is the FCL or CL. CLR, that means Common Language Runtime. CLR, that means Common Language Runtime. So all the programming language or all the programming language code runs in a CLR, Common Language Runtime. So in this Visual Studio, in this .NET framework, there are many languages. So all these languages are execute, all these languages programs are execute on the same CLR, Common Language Runtime. It is the heart of this .NET framework. It is the heart of the .NET framework. Whenever the code manage on this .NET framework, it is called a managed code. So we create some code or we write some code on some language. This code are produced as some valid output rules through the Microsoft .NET framework. So this is a managed code. But some code are unmanaged. But some code which is directly work with the CPU. This is the unmanaged code. So managed code and unmanaged code. This is the two most important things. So managed code is what? When that code which is managed CLR, this is called a managed code. The code which is managed CLR, this code is called a managed code. And the code which does not manage CLR, so the code which directly works with the CPU, this is a unmanaged code. And CL, second major component of the .NET framework is CL. CL, that means class library. FCL, it is also called FCL or BCL. FCL, framework class library. BCL, base class library. So it's framework class library, base class library or class library. So in this component, all the library files, all the class, all these namespace, all these storage capability components are stored in this component. Class, all these languages classes are stored in a class library or framework class library or a base class library. There are many components in a .NET framework like as a CTS, common type system. There may there may be a common value type and a reference type. You can see a number, integer, floating, double, there is a decimal. This is a value type. And reference type are class, interface, object, string, delegate. This is a reference type. And CLS, Common Language Specification. All these rules are defined in this component CLS. There may, JIT, just-in-time compiler. This is a smart compiler which converts the MSIL to native code. So how to run web page? Now how to run web page, how to create a website or web application. So next lecture we started practical in Visual Studio and how to create a web application, how to create a website from the starting.